So I learned quickly that man is like, oh, I'll be back to help you.
He's still waiting on him?
Man, he's not coming.
Why do you think he wanted to hire you?
He needed help.
Hey, so his team didn't have to work in the warehouse anymore. I didn't tell you his team was party of one, and he was going to make himself your boss.
I ain't never missed my cue.
All right, so this is impromptu. This is fun. Fiterman Sports Family, just behind the scenes, stories, tales, road trips. I would say confidential issues, but that we're not going down that. There's not enough tequila to get going there. So, anyways, my boys here, Milo, Derek, Manuel. I'm Ryan Fiterman. We're the OGs.
OG Four Horsemen.
Oh, wow. I mean, we're probably the four life. How do you do, Milo?
Milo, how's it go?
For life.
Oh, you got to deepen your voice and everything.
Yeah. For the bass.
My name is Emilio Zamora.
Wow, that was fucking.
Hold on, rewind that.
Hey,
can I rewind? Bro,
wow.
that was impressive.
Well, just, I'm pretty sure like a lot of people have seen my mean ass face.
Oh, you've done this before.
No, you can cuss.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
Now we know the owner too. Now we do.
Now I'm saying I'm pretty sure people have seen my face a lot and they're like, who's that?
I've seen others.
Who's the mean looking gangster?
That's me.
What was your name again?
Emilio Zamora.
Yeah. Let's go. But yes, I would say that we don't want any copyright issues, lawsuits, cease and desist, none of the above. But yes, I would say this is the four OGs of Fiterman Sports. We've had a hell of a run together. Combined, we're looking at what?
Well, I'm 7 years in.
6,
9, 9 with the company, but
6 to 9. No, classic.
Where'd this guy come from?
No.
Oh my god! This is old Milo.
This is you're getting my baby shot of tequila, and it's like
That song "Tequila Makes Your Clothes Fall Off." I don't know. Stay tuned.
We're gonna be sweating our asses off. Oh my
Feels
god!
already, Paul.
Just for laughing.
This is unreal. It's a back of the labs, and it's 80. It's 108 degrees in here. But no, let's just chop it up. Tell some funny stories. Milo, you show up to the warehouse one day. How'd you get there? How'd you show up? What was your interview like?
Well, I mean, first of all, I get to give props to Manny. I've known him since what, 2000?
Oh, geez.
99.
At least all 7 years of high school.
And
Jeez.
not to bore him, but I had left the job and man's like, hey man, at this new company, could use some help, try it out.
At the time, I was the only employee.
Party of one.
Yeah.
Hey, I like how Mano said, we can need help. We or just Mano.
At the time, it was just me.
And he was like, hey, just come. He's like, I know you're in between jobs. Like, come help us out. If you like it, cool. If not, at least we got your help or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, sure. So I go.
This was 7 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, I think I'm the only person that actually showed up professional for my interview. I was dressed up, had a resume and everything. Everyone else was like, oh,
wow.
fuck, you're hired.
That's not how it works. You're full of shit. But
So I can vouch. I danced her, but in no suit.
well, in your interview, we were drinking beers.
And so I showed up, and I'll never forget.
He showed up with the resume and everything.
Ryan was here outside. They're like, as I'm walking up, I just see a hammer. And I'm like, what the hell's going on?
I don't remember.
And,
I don't
you
either.
were taking out your dad's old war medals, or
Oh, my grandpa's.
your grandpa's, sorry. And
God, you have attention to detail. Jesus.
Yeah.
God, what color shirt did I have in that?
like a tannish. And I mean, we walk into, this is a small little warehouse at the time.
Really,
Hot as fuck, by
really
the way.
small. Now we have a big warehouse that's hot as fuck. Making progress. We are making progress.
And I'm no longer the only employee.
Yeah. And, man, he's like, hey, it's my boy Milo. I've known him since, high school. And, yeah, he was like, hey, you want to try it out? I'm like, sure, let's give it a go. They're like, all right, first thing you got to do is unbox fucking 8,000 gloves.
No, hey, what was the setting for your job, for your interview?
plastic table, two lawn chairs. I'm like, oh, furniture must be getting delivered.
So he comes into our office, which was a much smaller facility than we are blessed to have now. 2 picnic chairs that we get free when we order from Uline. Uline, if you want to send us more gifts, that's preferably fine. So for Milo's interview was a folding plastic table and 2 free lawn chairs. And I'm like, oh, step into my office, have a seat. Let's see where this goes.
So yeah, and I am not joking when I tell you that the back of this warehouse was, I mean, an oven. Like, but you know, I was grateful.
That's what it is, right?
I was grateful for the opportunity, and I learned quickly that man was like, "Oh, I'll be back to help you."
He's still waiting on him.
Man, he's not coming.
Why do you think he wanted to hire you?
He needed help.
Right? So his team didn't have to work in the warehouse anymore. I didn't tell you his team was party of one, and he was going to make himself your boss.
Hey, but I'll tell on my simple stuff as well. So after I do all these gloves and I dream about gloves, goddamn. But man, like, all right, hey, we're gonna have you start photos, and I was like, okay, cool. Mind you, I should have asked, but I'm putting the stickers all over the.
Oh my God, guys! So mind you, what he means by cert a photo is we have our certificate of authenticity that we put on a photo after signing. That means our company is providing you with a tamper-proof hologram on the item, and that is the certificate of authenticity. Okay,
it's legit.
So yeah, so the item's legit, for lack of a better term. Mind you, with the framing guy sitting next to me, you have to be very strategic with the placement of the cert on the photo. So Manuel does not guide him, does not teach him, does not do anything besides send them in the warehouse that's 112 degrees that says cert photos. So Milo's like, hey guys, I'm done with the job. I did amazing. Why is the cert on the player's head? On the baseball player's crotch? There's a cert sticker on the photo. And I'm like, what is happening here? Mind you, the sticker / certificate of authenticity is a tamper-proof hologram that does not come off the item. Well, so Manuel hands me.
It does, just leaves a residue and looks terrible.
Breaks into 1,000 pieces,
Exactly.
and the item is ruined.
Yeah.
So Milo's first day, not only is he working in a 112-degree warehouse by himself, but he ruined every single photo that he touched.
We sold some of them. We did
I
sell
still
some.
have 99% of them.
I would love
Because the
to see
cert is on the guy's faces, their shoulder, their crotch, their chest. Some guys have 2 certs as nipples. I mean, so I don't know what was going on back there, but Manuel didn't teach him, didn't guide him, didn't anything. And then this guy who looks like a gangster is gonna shank us. I can't get mad at him because he's worked here for 37 minutes and he's already ruined $4,000 of product.
So prior to these stickers, like no clue.
No clue.
They say he says he's a
industry.
sports guy.
Yeah, but sports fan, not a collector.
Yeah, so it's 2 different. There's 2 different things. So
Milo's the guy that wears his Hakeem signed jersey to the Rockets game.
he's one of those.
On a road trip.
Yeah,
But that's a whole nother episode.
So no knowledge base whatsoever. So
Apparently,
that's good on the manager's point.
Yeah.
team leader. Right?
Team leader.
There's no team, but he's the team leader. And he led you straight to failure.
So where are we certain now?
you leave it to the professionals.
On the bottom, the left or right hand, and like the boss said, be strategic with it because if it gets framed by a great frame.
Oh, thank you.
See, but now Milo has a team that has a team to cert the item. Milo's like, I'm not touching this shit. I think he did it on purpose. So we're like, okay, you are never doing this job again. And Milo's like, I won that battle.
So that was one of my first times seeing Ryan's true colors.
12 minutes into the job.
At least he didn't get fired.
There's been a few of those
I was
first
like,
days.
fucking there goes my resume.
we had a guy got fired from
People
first
on the
day.
first day though.
Yeah.
For the record.
But he was like, hey man, it's cool. Like you're learning. Someone should have taught you.
Luckily,
But the
it wasn't
fucked up part
high-end
is,
photos.
You know how to serve photos now. Manuel still doesn't. So
Hey, how did I get burned?
Hey, that's why he's like, hey, I'll be back to help.
Oh my
man.
God!
what else you got for
It's
us?
turned into a roast of manual.
You know,
It's just crazy, like to see the growth of the company because, like, at first it was just me, you, Manuel, and Miss Kayla. Hey, Kayla,
That's my wife,
yeah,
the real boss.
yeah, yeah.
And those trips alone, when we hit the road, were yeah.
Like as the years go by, and I'm just sitting there like, how the hell did we handle all these gloves with just? We got 8 people now. We still can't keep up with Tyson. How did we do it back then?
It was crazy.
bro,
We used to, so it used to be, as Milo said, on road trips would be party of 4. So it's myself, my wife, who maybe she'll be on the podcast one day, maybe not, Manuel and Milo. And we would hit the road. We're not shipping anything. We're trying to save money. We're checking 17 suitcases at Southwest. We're not paying for our booth stuff to be shipped. Oh, we still do that?
oh,
What's that face for?
I think 11 suitcases this weekend.
Listen. How this become a roaster? Oh. Anyways, y'all carry on.
We have a great team. For the most part, we don't get yelled.
You don't get yelled at when I'm asleep or out of town.
Personally, that's
He FaceTimes us every once in a while.
But yeah, then next you know, he's like, hey, we're gonna start doing our own in-house framing, and that's when I meet.
oh, Derek.
Y'all think I'm gangster?
Me? The one that works with me.
Oh, the framing team.
The framing team.
The framing team we can't have on the podcast. Some of them might still have warrants, but the
Framing their face.
yeah. Well, they can come on the show under a name of Bob Johnson with their face blurred. But anyways,
No, it was funny is out.
Milo's throwing. You give this motherfucker a microphone. He's just
And
spilling
one
the
shot,
beans.
done.
One tequila shot and a microphone. Milo's a whole nother guy. What's your stage
We
name?
work for a sports company, so Nathaniel comes in with the throwback Nolan Ryan jersey, the cap. I'm like, all right, cool. So I bring up the game for the night before. I'm like, man, so and so's pitching was sucked. Honey, he's like,
Who's that?
yeah. Which is a common thing.
That's great.
Give him another round.
Do we have a shot in person?
So we need another one? Another shot?
But and according to Derek, he says I didn't like him at first.
Oh, I was Derek DeFrame. I'm probably still Derek DeFrame.
Yeah, then like Milo.
We didn't get to see
So
you.
he didn't like me. Because
we
he
didn't
never
get to
talked
see
to me.
you. Well, we didn't get to
I
see
thought he was talking about Gangster Nate.
Yeah. No, he was, but he didn't like me.
Like I didn't meet
He
Derek
talked
till
to me.
later on.
Yeah, because he would only work at night,
Yeah.
so we
Yeah.
don't even
So-
get to know you.
So just so to fill in where that's at. So at the beginning of the frame in Fiterman, I came on and started part-time, and Nate started working in the actual warehouse.
Derek's part time is 45 hours a week. By the way. Okay. When he said part time, I didn't know he was hitting overtime on part time. Derek works 94 hours a week. Okay. And still goes home and cooks dinner, does the laundry, mows the lawn
twice a week.
wins yard of the month, redoes his fence, redoes his roof, and then
Build
comes
Lego
in-
sets.
That goes to church.
What'd you say,
retreats,
babysit?
and
No, Lego
Lego
sets.
sets.
Oh, builds Lego sets, collects bobbleheads. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So Derek's part time is more than what y'all work full time. Sorry to interrupt.
So then Nate, or Nathaniel as he calls him, he would work 8 to 3 in the front office, and then I would show back up from 6 to 10. Yeah, so he had 2 hours off, and then we worked 6 to 10 Monday through Friday, and they would work 12 hours Saturday, Sunday. I never seen the front. Well, I mean, I would see Ryan. He would stop every now and then. Manual little spurt. So that's why, like, I was like, oh wow, like he talks to Nate, but
So at the time we
speaks to me.
had 2 offices and 2 buildings
Yes.
that were on the same property. So that's why the framers worked in the back. The, office executives worked in the front. Neither facility had air conditioning. Anyways, let's hear more Milo stories.
So back to, I mean, Milo and I didn't get to see each other much. Let's say that.
Yeah, and now we're real good friends. And
We're the best
I
friends.
told him, I just had that framer in my phone.
You just knew him as the framer?
That's all. Did I get upgraded?
Yeah,
to like maybe D-Rock?
D-Rock. Yeah.
Cool. I made it.
No, you make it on Milo's phone when he has your picture on your.
Oh, really? Pull my picture. Let's see what it is. If it's a middle finger or like a donkey,
That's how you know you made it on Milo's phone.
I think
Let's
you'll
see.
like it.
What's my picture? Oh, it's of my son. That's
Yeah.
cute. That's adorable.
Why did you take Coco?
Yeah, well,
Licking you off photo off.
I alternate.
When he likes me as Royce, when he doesn't like me as Colette.
He is.
That's cute.
He is particular though.
Yeah.
Milo, what was your moment when you were, because you are probably, I mean, we have a team of over 20 now. Milo is probably the biggest sports fan of anyone. So I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but what was being a sports fan where you were just like, holy cow, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I am hanging out with.
So when Manuel told me he started working for Fiterman Sports, and he's like, "Oh, we do," and I just like, okay, you show up, the guy signs autograph, and that's it. Then when I got,
That's what they think. Still,
it's 1,000 more steps and pieces to it.
47,699,000 gloves later.
And that's one signing.
Born and raised in Houston, so diehard Rockets, Astros, Oilers. For those of y'all, he'll support the Texans.
That's the old football team, guys, by the way.
thank you, Jordan, for retiring for a few years.
Yeah, shout out to
we
Michael
can have a whole debate on that.
No,
Don't get me
no,
started.
They had us on 46.
Well, he had said that we could talk. I apologize. I did interrupt. I apologize.
And going to the Toyota Center, I would see what's not a statue. What is it?
Monument.
Monument of Hakeem, and I'd be never in my wildest dreams that I think I'd be working with him 7 times out of the year.
Well, traveling the country now, you've gone multiple cities around
Yeah.
the country with them.
And to me, it's still, when they ask me who's your favorite, I'm like, the number 34, Hakeem Olajuwon, hands down. I will never get tired of working with him or hearing his stories.
You started working with us.
I'll never forget one time what Super Bowl was here 5-6 years ago, whichever it was.
XX1247.
We're at it. We're in the lobby, chilling.
What, the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
No,
we're chasing autographs.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about Jason.
Oh, sorry.
I feel better than that.
I mean,
We're hanging out having drinks at
Yeah.
the.
Oh, we don't drink.
I'm
having a
shot on TV.
Like, we just all right, carry on. We were out having
And
drinks.
so Ryan's like, "Hey,
Super Bowl weekend, we were having drinks.
so Ryan's like, hey man, you'll tell me your favorite players at Hakeem Olajuwon." And I'm like, yes. And Ryan goes, call him right now. And I'm like, man, don't play with me. He goes, no, call him right now. So he pulls it up. I snatched that phone. So he's like, no. I'm just playing. I'm like, all right, I'm just a little. I don't know what that means.
Oh my god! We're gonna need translation for that one.
Please tell me you got Andale Culito on one of the fucking camera. I don't know what it means, but it means like, fuck you, asshole. Oh my God. I was going to say, so for the rest of you who are not bilingual, what does Andale Culeto mean?
Culeto? I mean,
what does it mean? We'll just tell your mom not to watch
It has multiple meanings.
What does it mean?
It has. It's one of those tricky words that.
It mean multiple. Like, it just all depends on how you use it.
Okay, how did you mean it?
like,
just say it.
Like,
Like,
Just
there you
say
go,
it.
asshole.
well, it does mean asshole, but I was using it as like,
Don't-
like, how can I put it? Like, there you go, like smart ass, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, that was
like,
too kind. Anyways, back on the swing of the story.
So the phone didn't happen.
no, right as I was gonna dial, he snatched the phone back, thinking I wasn't gonna do it.
So what was
We're
your
editing out the Culeto tequila.
No, we're not.
No, not with Hakeem and Culetos in the same. Carry on.
this, bro? Like, bro, this is wrong.
Toward you, but
This is Fiterman.
Directed towards me.
yes.
Oh well, fuck you, Culeto too.
And so, first time working with Hakeem, I am just at Baybrook Mall. That's when we went
So,
out
what,
first
so
time.
what year we in?
Oh, your first year.
First
right?
year?
Is this? Hold on. Is this the basketball rolling down the street? Shining.
Yes.
Oh, you got to tell that.
What happened there, Milo?
So,
Oh my god.
of course, now we have this big, beautiful building where we do everything here.
In-house.
Before, finding all that stuff, we would have to transport stuff from the little warehouse to the Baybrook, to our store in Baybrook Mall. So, of course, you have basketball players sign basketball. So I have a truck. We load basketball into the back of my truck. Somebody's like, hey, go a level higher.
To save the trips and consolidate our efforts. I'm like, bro, stack the balls higher. You'll be fine.
I'm
You're
like,
going one exit.
yeah, you're the boss. So, I put another layer. Next, I'm going down 96, and that shit just.
And if you're from the area, 45 has been under construction for
22
years.
So I'm following behind Milo. He gets a little head start on me. And I'm like, man, it's 11, 12 and during the day. Why is there so much traffic on this street? And I'm talking, it's not traffic. It's stopped. The street is stopped. And I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, bro.
All of a sudden, there's basketballs bouncing down the street. There's basketballs in the median of the road. Cars are running over basketballs.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, man, I guess Milo spilled some basketballs. This fool is running down the street, sprinting. So I see Milo with like 6 basketballs, and then he stops to talk to a random car.
Don't you get in the car?
So I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, so the guy
Milo gets in the stranger's car with 6 basketballs.
So the guy's like, hey, man, do you need help with anything? I said, no, my truck's like right up there. He's like, no, man, like I insist, let me help you out. So I'm like,
this is the most bizarre shit ever. Like, they always say, don't take candy from strangers. Don't get in strangers' cars. And Milo's like, fuck yeah, let's go party.
Nothing happened. The guy takes me to
Was he
my
like,
truck.
hey, let's go hoop? Hey, little guy, do you need a ride?
I mean,
What makes you get in a stranger's car?
because he was just like, hey, man, like I want to help you. I want to, like, he wasn't taking no for an answer. I'm like, no, I'm good. Like my truck's right there. He's like, well, at least let me drive you. You got all these basketballs.
That is bizarre.
So, I mean, I wish I would have got that guy's name. Shout out to you for helping me.
No, he's a weirdo. Put him on the neighborhood watch page. Anyone watching, do not get in strangers' cars for any reason at all.
I mean, we're talking.
Do not listen to Tia Milo's advice on this one. Do not get in anybody's car you don't know. Carry on.
And so for the next few weeks, you just see basketballs on the side of the road.
All over the freeway, the feeder, everywhere.
And then it's funny because then we get to the mall and now we have to unload the basketballs from his truck to the shop. And we're hauling basketballs to the shop. And some guy was like, hey, well, y'all the ones just driving by.
We saw basketballs all over the freeway and all over the feeder. And we're like, no, like it's something normal. We're like, nope, not us. Don't know what you're talking about. Wasn't us.
My boss got these delivered here.
So there was no straps. Like we're talking.
There was scraps.
But they weren't in box. They were, how we get them
There were
at
no
Costco?
skins?
Yeah. So obviously any bounced.
Because remember, those boxes aren't sturdy.
Right? Yeah. No, they
Strap it down.
Apparently not.
But, you
That's
know,
impressive.
The boss was like, hey,
He got it.
another layer.
He's done it before.
Not really. Neither did me, no.
Oh man.
And he was just like, why did you get all the basketball? I'm like, hey, like that's our product, And he's like, hey, I'm more worried about you than And I was like, okay, I was just trying to, be a model employee and stuff.
Yeah, model employee. We went from fucking up every item you to every item for the next signing, flying down the freeway. Model employee, apply for the next position at FittermanSports.com. One of my favorite Milo stories is, in passing, we've had some team members, come and go. We couldn't make the cut. We're not mentioning any names because they don't deserve the clout. But somebody tells us we can't do wrestling signings without their help.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
So I'm like, challenge accepted. Long story short, Milo's the biggest wrestling fan in the world. We have a 1,200 square foot store in Baybrook.
Oh God.
Me locking in one wrestler to be like, I told you so, turns into 19 wrestlers on the same day in our 1,200 square foot store. So mind you, we need 1 or 2 people working the register, 1 or 2 people from JSA authenticating the signatures. We have 19 wrestlers, so that means 19 people running the
Minimum.
signings. We have security, and then mind you, it's flooded with guests. So it's shoulder to shoulder, jam packed. Hulkster gave the nickname of Fittermania. So we had Fittermania at Baybrook Mall. I tell all the wrestlers in private.
Hold on, before then.
Okay, go ahead.
But
Fucking
sorry.
interrupt me.
Hold on. Ryan's like, hey, we have to get a cake for Milo to say it's his birthday.
Oh, so I said, thanks for interrupting. I said, the only reason I assembled this group of legendary wrestlers is to basically make it Milo's birthday. So then we took it to another level and said, it is Milo's birthday party, and we're going to get him a cake. Milo has no clue what's going on. His birthday's 6 months away. The signing's over. We crushed it. It was insane. And we have all the wrestlers take a picture with Milo.
Sing him happy birthday.
You're interrupting again. We have all the wrestlers take a picture with the team. It's Milo's turn to go up. And then everyone bust out singing happy birthday. We bring out the birthday cake. And when the song's over, they all smash the cake in Milo's face.
Yeah.
Particularly Coco.
Needless to say, Milo was pissed off and walked out.
No.
But you know who else was? Oh. Manuel, you know why?
He was jealous.
Because he wanted the damn cake.
I still ate it. So I show up to H-E-B in the morning to get the cake. And if you're a wrestling fan, the word kayfabe means, what does it mean, Milo?
Like staying in character.
Yeah, staying in character. So I told the lady, can you write happy kayfabe birthday to Milo? And the lady's looking at me like crazy. Like, I was like, please just write
Is your son's name really kayfabe?
So
Hey, they got you ask him how to spell it.
yeah, I Googled it. It's cool.
But
So it was classic. It was a fun moment. It's on video. and-
yeah, it was. Yeah, I think a lot of people would have got pissed off that they got cake in their face. Like,
Now, a lot of people would be pissed off that I spent $75,000 to have 19 wrestlers come celebrate his birthday. Yeah, I'm such a shitty friend, right?
and I was like, wow, like it was cool to me, and that's before I knew, like, hey, you want a picture with our. Go for it. You're on. So I'm like, hey, can I get a picture? Can I get a gift? I'm pretty sure I got tired of it.
Needless to say, I had Milo's entire childhood of wrestlers in the location all at once.
That was a lot of people, bro. That was, to be honest, that was star-studded for even like not a off the charts, wrestling fan. Like, no, bro, those were all like. It wasn't your Ric Flairs and all, like, but it was your your cream of the crop.
They were all
like,
big names.
Yeah,
at their
like,
moment.
bro,
$1 Million Man, Coco Beware and his parent.
Yeah,
Tito Santana.
Nasty Boys.
I can still see him sending us for signing photos.
Honky Tonk Man.
Boys. Brutus the Barber, separated from Greg the Hammer.
Oh, good shot.
Bischoff.
Cool as fuck.
Bruce Pritchard.
H-Town Dog.
Tony Atlas.
I was gonna say, big boy got big old good dog.
Buckbo.
Yeah. But I mean, how many? Because you worked it, Didn't Nate?
My wife, Lori. So it was like me, Lori. Not like it was. Bro, it was just.
We're on top of
It don't matter who it was. You just grab, like, go wherever, bro.
It was a battle royal.
It's more like, are you related to somebody in Fiterman Sports? Okay, yeah, I do.
Anybody in that, call your neighbors, your daughter, your auntie.
Bro, it was.
We need help pulling photos. Like,
I can't tell you how many times Coco said, "Bro, how many water gusts I got, bro?" I was like, "Look, we just keep going,
just keep it going.
man."
And I think me and you, like, we got all our guys to sign every.
Yeah, yeah, but they were happy. But wait,
You know?
Yeah,
And
most of them haven't worked with us since because it's all by Fiterman.
Emilio, what was it? I mean, I know you're a big wrestling fan. The first time working with Hogan.
Oh,
Manuel cried. Let's just put it out.
Hey, look,
Manuel cried.
we were sitting here the other day and I'm with Ric Flair crying. Like, it's just, I mean, I'm grateful. I'm legit grateful for the opportunities. It's like,
I'm only kidding. I know you are.
So, do y'all want to tell the story about when we first met Hogan and I was ungrateful
Oh, you were very ungrateful.
that was the first time in San
in
Francisco.
San Francisco?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I had Hulk Hogan at a show in San Francisco, and Milo was just like my childhood hero. Like, eat your vitamins, say your prayers, like whole 9 yards, right? Like, Milo just can't believe it. And then he was like, "Oh, hey Hulk."
So, so Ryan's like, hey,
Terrible.
Ryan's like, I got to cut out, but I already talked to Hogan's guy. Just when y'all see people go take their picture, go take their picture. So inside, I'm marking out. That's
What's that
another
mean?
wrestling term. That means like you're like, oh my god, like
He's fanboying.
fanboy,
Marking out's a
yes.
wrestling term for freaking out fanboying.
So as I'm getting closer and closer to take the picture with Hogan, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But I'm like, man, I gotta play it cool. Like I don't, I got this reputation. I don't want to.
Of being a hard ass.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
looking like a gangster.
Gangster, baby.
Shake you and take your purse in the back alley.
But inside, I'm yelling. So I take the pictures. Hey, did y'all get your picture? Yeah. And he's like, how was? I'm like, cool. And he's like, motherfucker, I went through all this trouble to get you a photo up, and that's it. You ungrateful. But I pulled him to the side and say, hey, look, man, like this is why I was acting like that. And he kind of sort of understood.
No. I still don't understand.
Got that? So him at our store wasn't the first time you
No,
met
that
him?
was the second time. So the second time he's like, hey, you want to help me drive? So it was
Oh, you Jimmy.
Hulk Hogan and his wife, Jimmy Hart, and like, I forgot the two other guys' name. He's like, I'm going to drive Hogan and his wife. You drive Jimmy Hart, the other guys. I said, cool. So we go Galleria.
Oh, you're with Vo. Yeah, I remember y'all were
yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
theme songs
Shout out,
or
Bo. We love him.
Yeah.
Yes, Vo.
So we dropped them off, and I'm like, all right, I'm going for it. If I get fired, so what? Hogan's right there. They drop them off. I tell Jimmy Hart, thank you for all the great stories. So I said, Hulk, it was a great pleasure working with you. I just air hug. And I'm like, you're the reason I'm a wrestling fan.
Jesus.
And he's like, thanks, brother.
The first time we ever worked with Hogan was at a show here in Houston, and he walks. I mean, Ryan's like, whatever, like help him out. This is before I even started with the company. I mean, he walks up to me and gives me a chop, and he's like, "What's up, brother?" And like, there it's like, I legit, you can use your imagination. But I was like, this is like the coolest thing ever. And like Ryan said after the fact, I was like, legit, it's like, thank you for the opportunity, and that was like probably one of the coolest things, ever. I mean, like you said, these are your childhood heroes that you watch on TV, you see them live, but you never imagine meeting them. I mean, maybe meeting them, but working with them.
hanging out. That's Mike Tyson said, Fiterman Sports, where the impossible becomes possible.
Yep.
And then was it this year when we had him in Chicago? He's driving, Ryan's driving him in the golf cart, and he's like, "Oh, it's Manual Mania," and I'm like, and it's on video. I'm like, I'm a fan. That's like, that was like cool. So
Yeah, so like Manuel says, like, if you meet them, that's one thing, but then to work with them on a regular basis now it's like damn near putting on my shoes,
Oh, wow. Really? By the way, they have to be new shoes. They have to be basketball shoes. High top black. Don't let it fool you. He's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, God forbid.
Yeah.
You got
Shoes during the day, shoes for the airplane, shoes at night, shoes to walk in the hobby, in the lobby, shoes to work in an event. Yeah. Don't
But
he's not a shoe guy.
It's an honor to work with all the guys we work with. But wrestling and basketball, I mark out. So Matter of fact, when Ryan first met my mom, I was like, "Mom, here's the guy that's making all my dreams happen." So
I love it. Well, I'm thankful you're still part of the team. I hope you're here for another 100 years. You're part of the family now. My kids call you T.O. You're good in my book.
Even though he don't like us.
So yeah, even though you don't like any of us, you don't talk to any of us, you don't hang out with us, you don't visit us on the road, you don't come to family gatherings. Hey, but other than that, it's great to have you out.
No, so from here on out though, all we
Put it
have
on
to
the
do
podcast.
is get a shot and pot. Bro, this is all it takes.
A shot in the microphone. He's chirping.
Well, like Ryan said, in the last 7 years, we're at minute 43. This is the most he's talked to us in 7 years.
We're not kidding. We are not kidding. So I guess this is the Emilio Zamora episode.
No, because again, like if we were, well, we still are. I was going to say we were a team. Like,
Oh wow! Wow! See?
no,
Go ahead.
but no, it was just awesome. It was, like you said,
It was awesome.
Past tense.
It is.
The tequila's working out.
The reason I said because
Oh, finish it.
more people travel now. So I'm just saying when it was just us four, like, you know what I mean? It was chill. Now it's more chaotic. Not chill with this four, bro?
Like,
you
it
know,
was heck to get off that one. I want to know a
Y'all want me to be honest?
Let's turn into the Emilio podcast to the confession booth.
Emilio may not be in that position on camera 3
and just act like we're not sitting here.
like on Real World. So,
Who the fuck is
So
this
by the
guy?
time this episode airs, Milo might not be with the company anymore.
Oh wow!
JK.
no, I'm gonna go. Oh no, we need you for that show.
Natural. October 27, 8, and 9.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I could sit here all day.
Apparently, fuck. Keep going. It's the only time I get to talk to you.
But no, this has been like an incredible run, incredible journey for me. I've met some amazing people along the way. Like they said, I'm a big sports guy, so I'm like living out a dream.
This is where the tequila makes you get emotional. Anger, emotion, happiness, it's all part of the process.
The roller coaster.
If you drank more often, you'd understand. But go ahead.
Every day it's I'm lucky to say I don't have to be like, oh my God, I gotta go to work today. I'm like, what is in store today? Is Ryan gonna be in a good mood?
Probably not.
Is he going to speak? Is he actually going to wave? Is he going to come give you a dap? Is he going to give you a hug? Like, bro, it's great.
Oh, how the tables turn on me. This is Milo's episode.
Gotta chop it up. You know what I'm saying?
Or is it, hey, Ryan's calling a meeting? Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
Now, is it a stand-up meeting or grab your own chair meeting?
Hey, stand-up meetings are great, bro. Those
Grab
are
your, and I'm like, grab a chair. They're all like,
Whoa.
But if he starts out with, hey, nobody's in trouble. We're all like,
We take a deep breath.
We're good. We're good.
Oh my God.
then we can continue on with the day. But yeah, I mean, I'm living the dream. I'm grateful. I'm blessed. Whatever verb adjective you want to use, I'm that. I'm pretty sure I can speak for all of us when we say that.
Absolutely.
We're blessed to have you guys as part of the family. We do nothing without our team and our family. So, it has been a roller coaster, but we're definitely thankful that all of you are a key part and important part of the journey.
And thanks to everyone that follows Fiterman Sports, supports us. Like, none of that's possible without y'all. So, pretty sure everyone's grateful for y'all. After this is done, I'm gonna go back to the shipping area, start shipping out some stuff.
All of a sudden, he wants to get back to work. He went from a coffee break to a lunch break to an impromptu podcast break. Then he turned into a whole damn episode about himself.
A smoke break. He doesn't even smoke.
Now it's 4:45, and he went to work.
Oh, look, that's time to go.
Oh, got the clock out. See y'all tomorrow.
I'll time that pretty well.
I won't talk to y'all until December. Milo, we love you. Thanks for being on
It's
our
been fun, bro,
podcast.
for sure.
God.
Thanks for
You guys
taking
too.
over the entire episode and making it about yourself.
Mr. Selfish.
Yeah, wow.
We'll have you on again soon when we have a spare 3 hours to hear all your favorite stories. But you know, we love you and we look forward to talking to you in 2025. Now get the fuck off the show. Next!
I ain't never missed my cue.
Fiterman in Sports. Wait, what the fuck? I don't know the name. We don't know the
Fiterman
name of the
Friends.
fucking show. It doesn't matter.